Born Without Tear Ducts. That might have been Tori laughing. Because we're all trapped inside.
That's always fun. I always get caught up in the music, and I can't stop it. Oh, I gotta get these guys off of here. Hey. That's better. Okay. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thank you. Yep, I'm just gonna take that again. Hey, thank you for tuning in to Plus Time, the live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers, and as always, I'm here to remind you that even though things suck right now, there's at least a possibility that they won't always suck. They say comedy is just tragedy plus time. We're in the midst of like 40 global tragedies right now, but I think if we take this extra time to create things, you know, maybe one day we can look back on this and laugh. That is, if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of 19 weeks and my brother of 27 years, Drew Rogers, everybody.
Hey, dude.
What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. How you doing?
Oh, you know, hanging out. Wearing this new shirt I got. Pretty pumped about that. Yeah, Portuguese Gremlins from the last season of Community.
Little hard to see. It doesn't make it easier when you lean back like the Star Wars, like, credits.
Oh, yeah. That's fair. You also, Drew, I'd like to point out, you don't read Portuguese, as I recall. That probably makes it a little harder, too.
You don't know me.
I do know you pretty well, actually, as a matter of fact. So, that was a dumb thing for you to say. I'm just kidding. What have you been up to, man?
Not a whole lot, honestly. I have been trying to draw. I recently applied for this job at Nickelodeon, for those who do not know, but it looks like they're going to pass on that, which is okay. I mean, I kind of knew going in that was a very real possibility. So, you know, whatever.
Yeah, no harm in trying, though, right? You know?
Exactly, yeah.
Right. Plus, I mean, like, this is basically Nickelodeon, but better, right? Because I watch shows on Squeezecast, and I haven't watched Nickelodeon in a long time. You know?
So you're just watching your show?
I mean,
I was going to say, what the shit is that?
That was someone driving by with a car that was clearly made of Legos. Like, not even well put together Legos. It was just clearly... I think they had like a trailer that just had bricks on it that were loose, just floating around on there. You know? One thing that I always forget to point out on the show is like any little animated character and whatnot that you see on the show is drawn, created by Andrew. And during the show, oh yeah, hell yeah, nice. During the show, Andrew will listen, participate in the conversation, and also draw things based on what we talk about. And then those will come back for transitions and whatnot later. So, pretty cool, if you ask me. You're not doing that over at Nickelodeon, probably. I don't know. You want to get to our first segment, Drew?
Let's do it.
Cool. All right. Dirty Bumped. If you've seen my stand-up, or you've known either of us personally, or you've watched this show at all, you know that dirty bumping is something that we used to do when we were growing up. Our mom used to take us out a couple times a week, driving through alleyways, picking through dumpsters and whatnot, and we called it...
Dirty bumping, because
That's right.
Your trash ain't safe with us.
That's right. Your trash ain't safe with us, and it is not at all. So every week what we like to do is we like to showcase some of the trash that we found, right? And, you know, it's been a lot of useful things. We get a lot of use out of our trash. Usually, like, I have an exercise bike. I got shelves. I got, you showed your chair last week.
Mm-hmm.
This week I went for something different actually. This week what I did is I went out on a walk earlier and I found some prime dirty bumping. I did not bump it myself, but I just wanted to advertise it for any curious bumpers. This right here, that's a future bump right there.
Good
right?
bump there. Ooh.
Right? That's some good bumping. So, if you want to go dirty bump that, message me and I'll tell you where it is. Because, I want to reserve the right to go bump it myself.
Well, it's just begging to have a stain slapped on it, if you know what.
Isn't it? Isn't it just? What is that? Look at that. Look at those handles. Look at, all of those, whatever that is. Design of some kind,
A design of some kind.
Some kind of design. So, yeah, that's a future bump. It might show up on this show at some point as already bumped. Or you could take advantage of this opportunity. I'm just saying, I'm trying to make it fair. I have a lot of trash of my own. Drew, you got a lot of trash of your own. I want to level the playing field and give everyone kind of a chance to get their own trash. I was going to say, with that said, let's get to our next guest. But that's a really weird way to introduce somebody.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we're going to do anyway. So we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have our first guest of the evening. Ooh, there it is. So our first guest is, he's been on the show once before. I think he did the second episode. A good friend of mine, very funny comedian and an all-around nice guy. Please put your hands, as we like to say on this show, for Luke Swisher, everyone. Luke
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Swisher. Oh, nothing. Hanging out, etc., all that stuff. You'll notice that down in the corner there, down there in that corner, we put a little sad guy next to plus time because I thought that might make you feel at home.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
I feel like I really belong here now. Because well, and like you said, I am trash.
Right.
So
yeah,
it would. I identify very much with Forky from Toy Story 4. I spend most of my day just walking around yelling trash, trash.
Trash.
I saw Toy Story 4 once. I don't remember.
You did?
I did. I saw it.
Did you not like it?
No, I did like it. I saw it once. I remember that there was a fellow named Forky and it was Tony Hale. That's pretty much all I remember about it.
Tony Hale.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
good.
It's good. Where would you rank it among the Toy Stories, though? Would you say tops? Are you going to throw it up top?
No. Top would
foolish.
be... Top would probably be like 2. 2 might be the top.
Really?
I don't know. I go back and forth between 1
That's
and 2 being
interesting.
the best.
Okay, I like 2 as well, but it seems like most people don't like 2. I've heard that a lot.
Really?
Yeah. I've heard that 2 is bottom of the barrel for people, and I don't understand that at all.
2 is also amazing because it's as good as it is, and Pixar came in because originally that was just going to be Disney was just going to make that as a straight to video.
They were just gonna knock it out.
And they got a good part into production of it, and then Pixar saw it and they're like, give us I can't remember how long it was, but it was not the length of a normal Pixar production. And they're like, give us somewhere between 9 and 18 months or something like that. Give us this amount of time and we'll make it. Just please don't put this out like you're going to.
Because you're ruining our brand.
Yeah.
Well, all right, man. I'm glad that happened.
To
Toy Story 2, you guys. That's really why I invited everyone here, so we could talk about Toy Story 2. How much we love it.
I mean, come on, any kids franchise that introduces Joan Cusack as a yodeling cowgirl. I mean, come on.
And there's so many,
A yodeling cowgirl with a thick Chicago accent.
You gotta love Joan Cusack. Rank the Cusacks. If we're ranking things, might as well just go ahead and rank Because there's
I think
there's like 4 of them. I think
I only know the 2. I think.
there's
No,
Anne. She shows up.
Oh, I knew about
I
Anne.
have another opinion, but I think Corky Cusack is probably the best one.
Yeah, Corky Cusack is very talented.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, Corky Cusack. Yeah, he's the vet of the family that also is in with the mob.
no. Actually, that is Sal Cusack. Corky Cusack is a puzzle maker. He makes puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Finest.
I thought it was that cat.
No, this is Dimka. How's it going, buddy? Dimka likes to show up sometimes, and basically he's just trying to steal my chair. This happened to me 4 times today, where I got up from my chair, and then I came back and he was sitting in it. So this damn cat. No,
That's fucked, man.
it is fucked.
That's. Ugh.
We have another segment we're gonna get to here in a moment, and that segment is called. And this, of course, is a segment where Drew and I show off some bullshit that we bought on purpose. I believe you had last week, so I had this week. And I'm actually pretty pumped about this. This actually just came in the mail today. This was like a drunk purchase I bought on Facebook at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And then now 3 weeks later it showed up. I'll put it on here like this is just a normal hat, right? No, it's not! What? What? This is like $19, and I feel like it was a really wise investment. I probably will get yet less use out of it than some of the dirty bumps I got, but
Can you
feeling
see
pretty good
fine?
about it. I can see totally fine. Yeah, that's I was kind of surprised by that. Like it's weird though, because like it folds up here, and like there's no function there. What's that?
I said, so if somebody just came up to your side and just like threw a punch, you'd be able to see it.
You know, I think that's an irrelevant question, Drew. I just don't think that really matters.
It looks like if Parappa the Rappa became a masked vigilante or criminal.
Yeah, it kind of does. Once it came in the mail, I put it on, and I just kind of like sat here at my desk doing shit, kind of forgetting that it was on. But you know, again, $19, pretty fucking pumped about that one.
It's a good get. Good get.
Isn't it?
I like.
Luke, what's the last dumb shit that you bought on purpose?
The last dumb shit I bought on purpose? The last thing I bought that Super Mario 3D collection for Switch, but that I don't count that as dumb.
Okay, that's fair.
Dumb. Probably, I don't know, tickets to The Last Jedi?
Dude, Last
probably the
Jedi is a
last-
great movie.
I mean, sorry, Rise of Skywalker.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Don't.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer.
Watch again, like I say to everybody, watch the 2 minutes, watch the supercut of Babu Frick, who's the best character in the movie, and that's all you need to see of Rise of Skywalker. It'll take like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's not really worth the time.
Star Wars 3 minutes. Sorry, is John.
Oh, hold on, let me throw that up there.
Look at that guy.
Oh, look at that. Is that? Oh, yeah, that's me. I was like, who is that? That's definitely me.
Who's that motherfucker
It's like an-
there?
He's handsome.
That looks like an alien's uncle.
Uncle Alien. What do we got going on here?
That's how if you describe him too.
What's that? That's how you describe me? Alien
No,
uncle?
I said how nephew describe you too.
Yeah. Oh, so I had something here. Anna says that Luke's voice sounds like it's stuck in a time warp. Which is true. Yeah, I don't know, like, your voice is just very deep for no reason.
Oh shit, that happens. That's
Yeah.
happened to me before when I've recorded shit. Let me I don't know. Let me like unplug and then plug back in.
Okay.
I thought he hit puberty again, and I was like, "Whoa, man!"
That happened quick.
Whoa, and on our show too.
We got exclusive. An exclusive. All right. Oh. Luke has lost audio completely. Yep. Yeah, we can't hear you, bud. So, Drew, what are you up to? Huh?
Who's your favorite Batman villain, Jameson?
Who, me? My favorite Batman villain? I kind of like Hush. Hush is pretty sweet.
Hush is a good one.
Fancy.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. I think
normal now.
Well, I don't know if normal is the right word, but it
How
sounds
it
like
sounded
what you
before.
normally sound like, I think. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I don't know if it's a blue, because, like, I don't think I've ever had, because we have the same mic, but I don't think I've ever heard you go deep, but it's
Not
happened to
with
me
this
before.
one. Yeah, like there. Our first episode of this show, I was using a different microphone, and it was doing that, and so I ended up switching because of that. Anyway, tech talk. That's not what we're about. Hey, I got a question for you. What was the last movie that you saw in a theater?
I think that was Rise of Skywalker as well.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I know, it's not, yeah. I wanted to see Uncut Gems, and I didn't end up seeing that in theater. Is that on, that's on Netflix now, right?
That's on Netflix now. Yeah, check out Uncut Gems.
Okay, I need to fucking watch that. And then I'll do a double feature of Uncut Gems and Hubie Halloween.
There you go.
That's the new
I'm
Sandler movie.
I'm actually looking forward to that one. That looks like fun. Do you like horror movies and stuff, Luke?
I'm really selective on the horror movies. I like if it's like if it's really really good, I enjoy it. Like I really liked like Hereditary.
I still have not gotten around to that. Yeah.
Midsummer I liked a lot, although I like Hereditary a little bit more. It's from the same guy. And then I like Raimi stuff. Like I like the Evil Dead movies. I think Evil Dead 2 is phenomenal. It's probably my favorite horror movie because it's got the nice balance. Because I like Army of Darkness, but like Evil Dead 2 is like, well, we can be stupid but also scary.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is legit scary and very funny.
Yes.
Hold on. Let me throw this up there.
Drew a sad Jedi because he likes
I love that lightsaber.
It looks like a fiery sword. Like it's like a really cheap fan production of Star Wars, so they just lit a sword on fire.
That doesn't sound that cheap.
Hopefully we can't call it a lightsaber, so it's a fiery sword, okay? If anything happens.
Well,
I remember as a kid there was like some kid who would fucking piss me off so much because he would refer to lightsabers as laser swords, like on purpose, because he knew it ticked me off. And
then Luke calls it a laser sword in Last Jedi for a second.
But the difference between then and now is I'm an adult, so I don't take that shit as seriously as clearly a lot of grown men still do.
Yeah, dude, people have lost their shit about people lost their shit about Last Jedi, and I really enjoyed it. I like that one a lot. Rise of Skywalker was kind of a bummer, but I'm not trolling people online about it either.
Like I like to poke fun at it because I didn't like it, but I'm not like, God damn it, like son of a bitch, they ruined
my
it.
childhood. Yeah, I don't get it.
Like during quarantine, I rewatched Last Jedi and I liked it just as much as even more so probably than I have. We've talked about this before, how that's a movie that really is repeat viewings is really good for that movie. It just makes you appreciate it more and more every time you watch it.
That's what right, I got out of the theater when I saw Last Jedi, and I took a couple days to kind of think about it, and then I ended up posting something online like, "This is my favorite Star Wars," and then when it hit Netflix, I was scared to watch it again. I was like, "Oh, maybe I just had that movie theater high, the kind of movie theater high that makes you leave Green Lantern and be like, that was fine, right? That was okay."
Did that happen?
Yeah, me and Drew both walked out of there and we're like, that was fine, right? And then 2 days later, we were like, oh no.
You were like, did that suck? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it took us a day, and then I was like, wait, that sucked, didn't it? You're like, yeah, no, definitely.
But for that,
before it was like,
it's possible, yeah, maybe.
But at least one of you was just like, I felt like I was on Oa.
But then I watched Last Jedi again. It holds up, man. I still think it might be my favorite. Maybe Empire, but yeah. But thank you, Luke. We'll bring you back here in a second. We're going to take a quick break and then get to our next guest. If that's okay with you. And if it's not, I'm all right with it. Actually, we're going to play a sketch in between. I'm very scatterbrained today, guys. I did not have enough coffee. Anyway.
I'm Jimmy fucking Ruggs down in Funky Town. Somebody took me here. I'm Jimmy Ruggs down at the Horseshoe. That's a big horse. I'm Jimmy Ruggs behind home plate. And that's my actual home where I live. I'm Jimmy Ruggs next to some stairs. Where did I lead? Who knows? Probably up. Hey, I'm Jimmy Ruggs down here at what can only be described as a wall. Yep, up. Hey, I'm Jimmy Ruggs down here by the river with this deer who don't know how to mind his own fucking business. Hey, I'm Jimmy Ruggs over here about to use the little Jimmy Ruggs room. Don't let them see you cry, Jimmy. Hey, I'm Jimmy Ruggs over here. Hey, I'm Jimmy Ruggs near a whole bunch of trees over here in the forest. There's a whole bunch of trees. I bet I couldn't climb any of them. I got no upper body strength at all. Hey, this is Jimmy Ruggs down here under a bridge, taking a couple more years off my life, right? That's what they say. Though these days I would beg for the sweet release of death. Or at least so my father would die and I'd get his carpet store finally and I wouldn't have to live this sad existence anymore. Next to a tree!
I love it.
That's still one of my favorite pictures, I think, that you've drawn. That one makes me laugh a lot. Because
If anybody ever has like a suggestion for one of those, I'm down. I like challenges, so and I try to draw something different for every week. So
and I've just So please, anybody watching, just comment with any suggestions that you might want to see for different transitions on the show.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get to our next guest, who is not associated with trash at all. So I just want to make that clear. Or Jimmy Ruggs or living in a shopping cart or anything like that. I just want to make it clear that this person stands on their own and has nothing to do with the last thing that happened. Because I feel like there might have been confusion on the dirty bumping thing. Luke is not. It doesn't matter. Our next guest coming up is one of my favorite comics and just another supremely just nice and funny person. Please put your hands for Bettina Hedwig, everyone. Bettina Hedwig, everyone.
Thank you for saying I'm nice.
You're welcome. Everyone's always surprised when I say that, which is strange. Like, I forget who it was a couple weeks ago. They said, oh no, it was Brent Woldridge. He said, it's been a long time since anyone said that about me. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I think you're nice.
Thanks.
Maybe you guys are just nice to me and just mean to everybody else. Is that it? Is it because I have this face that looks like I'm just like really stupid and innocent?
I mean, yeah, I really do want to like pinch your cheeks.
Yeah, that's it. That's probably what it is. What is up? What have you been up to?
I have modified my body and invested in solar, so pretty good.
Oh, I don't really understand what any of those words that you said mean.
I got an ear piercing. Can you see?
Oh, yes, fancy. Here, let me throw it up there so you're like in the center.
All
Let me
right,
show.
you guys see this?
Oh.
It's really in
Oh,
deep. Oh,
yeah.
can you?
Okay.
It's the lighting is horrible, but it
It's a
happened.
secret ear piercing.
It's real and it happened.
Well, that's cool.
but I did invest in solar, and I feel like you understand that.
Yeah, no, I understand that. That's cool. How are you dealing with the fact that everything is on fire?
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm getting more piercings. And
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I'm trying to reinvent myself privately.
Reinvent.
Yeah, I mean, no one's gonna
Like-
recognize me now with a rook piercing.
Yeah, that's true. Like when you first showed up in the stream, I was like, I don't know who this is. The
Who the
tag says
is
Bettina
that?
Hedwig,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
it could be anyone.
That's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Petting my cat. I mean, she's getting older. She's leaking out farts.
Is that what happens with old cats?
Yeah,
I've never. This is my first time like living with cats ever. I mean, over the past several years, but yeah.
yeah. I have to wipe my cat's asshole because she can't lick it, and she'll just like make stains sitting down. So
Is this a funny haha joke that you're telling?
no, this
Or
is
this-
literally. I literally wipe my cat's asshole with tissue paper. It is funny, I guess. I mean, she's getting older. Is that funny? She's getting closer to death. Is that the joke? You know, like,
is that the joke?
yeah.
How
She can't-
old is she?
she's 13.
Oh wow, that is an old cat, right?
Any old fur babes?
Did you like? Okay, hold on. Did you have her as a kitten? Oops, wrong button. My bad.
I did not.
I drew your secret piercing. This is down in there.
Yeah, it's around. But you know it's there, and that's what matters.
That is what counts.
Yeah. I've been thinking about speaking of the ear piercing, I've been thinking about getting a tattoo. Like I've never had a tattoo, but there's only one thing that I feel like I would want to put on my body forever, and that's just like something to denote my love of Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
Yeah.
I just can't nail it. I can't figure out what it is. Do I want to just put like a slider on my like arm or something? Or
Honestly,
no.
if you keep it, if it's in a place that's more tucked away, you should
Mhm.
feel more free about doing it. You know what I mean? Like, if you have it on, let's say your bell, you know, what if you put like a slider on your belly button and like your belly button's like the pickle? I don't know.
Ooh. Oh, so it's like an open slider then.
Yeah, like that'd be kind of cool, and you'd never have to worry about interviewing unless you're.
See,
Kind of-
that's my problem. I do bring up my love of Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle in every interview, and I'm barely joking about that. That has come up in several interviews.
Really?
Yeah, one of them was Blockbuster, and it felt like, okay, well, this is normal here.
That's relevant.
Yeah,
Please.
but like several other times, like I didn't need to say that at all. So I feel like if I did have a Harold and Kumar tattoo anywhere in my body, and it was trying to be hidden, I would probably bring it up in my interview. I'd be like, "Do you guys like Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle? Because check this out." You know?
Yeah, I bring up a lot of things I shouldn't during interviews because I do that when I'm nervous.
Yeah. I one time was giving an interview. I was interviewing someone, and then I definitely just said "fuck" in the middle of it. And I did not give that guy the job.
Wait, what?
And I did not give them the job. They
Oh,
were
okay.
I was interviewing them for a job.
All right.
I don't want to go into detail about it. Well, I don't have that job anymore. I could probably do that, but I definitely like just very casually dropped an F-bomb, and the guy was just like, "Oh," and he was cool about it, but like too cool. You know what I mean? I was like, "You should be upset." That's not true.
I like when people
That all happened
swear
there.
in professional settings. It makes me trust them.
That's how I feel. And he wasn't as cool about it as I feel like he needed to be. You know?
Is
And
he
I was
like,
like,
"Oh,
take a hike.
yeah, get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
You think you're better than me?
What, you don't say fuck every now and then? What are
In
you?
an interview?
What are you,
Good part.
10? Your mom watching you? Get out of here. You're an adult.
Go to
What'd you
Walmart
say, Drew?
place for that garbage.
We're gonna get to our next segment real quick, which is of course called. Oh, hold on, let me throw this up real quick.
So first burger I drew. It's like, you know, every burger restaurant that it's like it shows you something that it's like, would you really want to eat that, or would you want to eat this big ass other thing?
The top bun.
Yeah, that's just like a really big top bun.
It's fancy.
It is fancy. So, oh,
Okay.
that's right. Whose neighborhood is this? Is the name of this segment. And basically what happens, since Drew and I are both Rogers, we like to compete to see whose neighborhood it is this week. Who gets to like hold the title of Mr. Rogers. Now, the way it has gone down so far is, Drew, you won the first two challenges, right?
Mhm.
And then I won the second two challenges, the next two challenges. Because what?
They were unfair.
Well, you're unfair. But last week what happened is initially Hunter Roberts decided that I won, but then he said no. I decided that your other brother, Cameron, was the winner. So as you can see behind Drew's left shoulder there, that is the winner of the Mr. Rogers Challenge currently. So I don't know if he's competing this time or if he's just like ready to let the throne be bequeathed. But basically, Bettina, you will get to decide based on this challenge who wins and who gets to be Mr. Rogers next week.
Okay.
Sound
Are
good?
you?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Cool. So this is a
Who's the Rogers?
all right. So whose neighborhood is this? So basically, what's going to happen is in this box here, we're going to show a law, and then Drew and I have to decide to guess whether it's real, and if so, like where it is a law, right? So, and then Bettina, you get to award points whether or not about if we're close or if you just want to give us points or whatever. You ready? Okay. It shall be unlawful to sell, dispose of, give away, or stink balls or funk balls to create disagreeable odors to the great discomfort of persons coming in contact therewith. That
Are
sounds...
these or are they international laws?
I believe they're all American laws. Let me double check here. All American laws?
Yes.
All American laws.
Cool.
I'm gonna say... Go ahead.
Texas.
Yeah. You're gonna say Texas? And it's kind of jargony, so I'm gonna say that it's real. Let's find out. Yes, it's real. So, got that. And you said Texas. I'm gonna say Wyoming. Alabama. Is one of us closer geographically? Yes. But Bettina, who gets that point?
Man. I'm gonna say, I don't know. Jameson, you're like, hey, that sounds like some language that is needlessly
I'll take it.
evil.
I'll
So
take that point.
here we go. I mean,
All right.
yeah, funk balls.
Funk balls is
drove-
legal jargon somehow.
Yeah,
What's that, Drew? Let me
I-
see.
that's a funk.
Oh, that's a funk ball. For sure it is. All right. Next up.
Talking about
A person.
No.
Oh. A person commits the offense of improperly disposing of human waste if the person is operating or riding in a motor vehicle and the person throws, puts, or otherwise leaves a container of urine or other human waste on or beside the highway.
That sounds real.
Yeah, that sounds real. I'll go with real. And, fuck it. I'll say Narnia. I don't know. Drew, where is it? Real.
New Jersey.
Yes, real. Oregon. All right.
I thought that was federal law.
Yeah. It should be, right? It kind of feels like
Yeah, you
maybe.
can't be like tossing shit out your window and stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Drew won that for sure. Because Narnia is
Yeah.
Yeah, Narnia's not real. I should have known
I don't
that.
feel like you tried.
I thought
There's
it might
somebody
be.
out there watching who's from Narnia, Wyoming, who's just like, man, nobody thinks we're real.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Cannibalism is allowed if the action was taken under extreme life-threatening conditions as the only apparent means of survival. I'm going to say no, that's not real. But if it were... Go ahead.
I'm gonna say yes.
You say yes?
Mhm.
Where?
Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Yeah.
Why
Is that what you
Hawaii?
said?
I don't know. It seems so nice. I feel like they'd have like some sort of like rule that like, hey, you're in paradise, but if you get stranded, your buddy Todd can become lunch.
I see what you're saying.
Yep, that checks out. Oh my god, that's real?
Yeah.
Arizona.
Ah.
Wow.
Some say the Hawaii of the desert.
Indeed.
Jesus Christ. What?
That's so fucking weird.
Isn't McCain? McCain's Arizona, right?
McCain, I'm sorry to tell you, McCain is nowhere anymore.
The point goes to Drew. Let's keep it moving.
Okay, sounds good. Any person who shall willfully blaspheme the holy name of God shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. That sounds like it's got to be real in the Bible Belt or something, right?
Yeah.
Are we in agreement there? That doesn't make it.
I'm gonna say yes in
Who's
Mississippi.
it?
Mississippi. All right. Michigan. I didn't even, yeah.
Damn. Grand Rapids.
You did get the first two letters right, which is strange. I mean, good. That's good for you.
I want both of you to share more details.
More details? Okay.
The law
Anyway,
and the location to help me determine the point.
Okay. Any person who shall willfully blaspheme the holy name of God shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. Why? Why did they make this law is the question, I guess, right? Like, what was the sequence of events that led to someone in Michigan being like, what?
Yeah,
You
what
can't
you
be-
through? Trying to unpack this a little more. Oh, you're drawing. You're busy.
sorry, I was drawing two friends
James
sitting
can get
in
the point for paying attention.
Hey! I love it! Okay. What were you drawing, Drew?
Sorry, everybody.
You draw something?
I didn't even finish it yet, but
Classic.
two people that are going to be stranded, and one of them's like, "I'm gonna eat you," and the other's like, "Please
Oh.
don't."
Oh, please don't. Every person who shall voluntarily bring popcorn or any food excepting Cracker Jacks to a baseball game lasting longer than 4 innings shall be guilty of misdemeanor. I hope that's not true, but I do like Cracker Jacks. I'm gonna say that is true because like every fucking thing has been true so far, and that seems like it's in a place where there's nothing to do but baseball.
So is that like sneaking in snacks into a place? That's
Yeah, I guess. Right?
I'm
It's
gonna
like
say
movie
yeah.
theater
that's
rules.
law. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point. There's crazy shit going down. All right, they just made it like legal for beekeepers to let their bees go all crazy and sting people. Then you can't sue them. That just became law.
Yeah. That's fucking nuts. It's just
Actually,
like
I'm
how...
lying. It just passed the House. I don't know if it's law yet, but
Oh, okay. That's
they're doing
fucking
crazy
nuts.
shit.
All right. Is it real? I'm going to say yes. Drew, you said yes?
I say yes, yeah.
No! So the where doesn't matter.
Oh,
Because there's no where. All right. I mean, we
Maybe
both...
a point for both of you.
All right, I'll take it. Pew, pew.
hooray!
I don't know.
No person who is afflicted with a venereal disease shall conduct a bingo game in this state. Wow, that's specific.
That's mean.
Yeah. Upon conviction, such person shall not conduct a bingo game for a period of 1 year.
Why are they bullying them?
I know, and also, what happened? You know, what bingo? Wait, is it in a place where bingo just becomes so sexual, like just by default? It's like, well, you can't be playing bingo if you have VD. So I'm gonna guess Florida, and I'm gonna guess it is real. Drew?
I was gonna say the same thing.
All right. Nope, but if you have an STI in Nebraska, you can't get married. Ooh. Nebraska.
Sick.
That's interesting. No person shall roll, throw, or otherwise move any rocks or boulders on any public property. Who the fuck? That's... I don't know. Yes. Real. And Montana is my guess. Drew?
I'm gonna say yes in like Maine because
Yes?
it seems like there are lots of boulders in Maine around like the coast. So.
Someone mountainous.
Yeah.
Colorado.
Oh! But Tina gets that point.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be moving around big old rocks down
Can't do it.
people things that can hurt people.
Oh, that's all of them. Did we tie? Or how's that work? Bettina?
You have to do rock, paper, scissors.
All right, Drew. Tiebreaker, ready?
Wait, really quick.
Okay.
I drew like a bee that is out for blood.
I love that he has knives in 2 of his hands.
Mm-hmm. It swaps between. Okay,
All right.
ready? Rock, paper,
Yep.
scissors. Hold on, I'm not ready yet. Okay. Wait,
Okay.
I'm not ready.
Oh, God, Drew. Come on.
Okay,
Come
I'm
the fuck
ready.
on, Drew. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. You're just like a second behind me. This isn't cool. Did we both do scissors though? Okay, we'll go again. Ready? We're gonna do quick. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ready? 1, 2, 3, boom! I already had the scissors out before you. All right. Well, I got you. I cut that paper.
Closed the entire time.
All right.
So, Jameson.
Sounds like
You-
I don't know. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you to Bettina for judging that strange competition, and I'm glad that I've won again.
Thank you
Pretty
for
good.
having me. I
Oh,
learned
no problem.
about Michigan. I learned a lot about Michigan. I learned a lot about. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We'll have you back here shortly, but we're going to take a quick break and get to our next guest. All right. So I won again, Drew. Sorry about that. How do you feel? Feel good?
No. I don't.
Yeah. I don't blame you. That was a crushing defeat. You've now lost 4 in a row. So
Actually,
you should. I think you have to. Yeah.
So-
Well, that doesn't mean that you didn't.
I know, but
lose.
you didn't, and that's a win.
Okay,
in
so
my-
that's fair. So it went you, me, Cam, me. So I have the record right now, is what I'm saying. Not trying to be a dick about
see on you.
it. We're gonna get to our next guest. This is like one of my favorite comics of all time. Just a hell of a guy. Used to live around here, but he doesn't anymore. Now he's down in New Orleans. Please put your hands for Kamari Stevens.
What's up, Drew? What's up, Jameson? Thank you all for having me.
Nothing much, man. Happy to. What have you been up to these days, man?
Making a lot of homemade lemonade. That's it primarily. I've really gotten into making lemonade, strawberry lemonade, blueberry lemonade. The variety.
That's a good lemonade.
Contemplating buying like a lemonade tree just to get in the lemonade business.
I like it.
I like a lemonade tree that they're already grown with sugar.
I mean,
sounds good.
I was actually I went
Are
to
they
go,
like?
oh. I went to go purchase some
What's
some
that?
plants today, and I saw a lemonade tree for $39.95, and I almost bought it. Maybe down the line for certain. Can you not hear me, or is there a delay?
You kind of. No, I can hear you, but it's like there's like a delay.
Got you.
But, yeah.
Until I am
So
avoiding tropical
has
storms.
comedy. Oh yeah, that's good. Are they they recently started opening back some open mics up here? Is that happening down there at all?
Well, a lot of the mics down here were at bars, and the bars have pretty much been shut down.
Mhm.
I would say they opened them back up temporarily, but not enough to have shows there, and then they shut them all the way back down.
Mm-hmm.
So I think recently a couple of comedians have tried to do some shows at some spots it's this suburb Metairie. I think a cat is doing a show out there, and then I saw some other comedians down here doing maybe an outdoor show somewhere. So I imagine probably in the fall or whatnot, because the thing is here the summers are pretty. You really ain't trying to be outside like that if you ain't got to. So I think now that it's starting to kind of cool down a little bit,
Yeah.
they might pop up a little bit more. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah, I think we have like 2 now. But I walked into one and I was like, I'm not ready for this. It's just not.
I'm
Does
not.
not feel safe yet.
Yeah, I'm not interested in doing no mic and maybe catching a lung virus that will put me on a
Right.
ventilator for 40 to 60 days
Mhm.
and maybe kill me. For 2 drink tickets, I'm
Exactly.
good. But I do like the prospect of like outdoor.
Yeah, like I miss comedy, but not like that.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? I've just like spent a lot of time reckoning with how my whole identity had been constructed around me doing comedy and how that probably wasn't the best idea. You know what I'm saying? So trying to diversify myself slowly but
I
surely.
know. I know exactly what you're talking about, man. Yeah, that was a strange kind of like wake up call for me. It's just like, man, like what have I been doing? like it's all
Nah.
just been kind of tied up in this.
Yeah, and I mean, it's obviously been like,
But I'm
you wouldn't be a part of it if you didn't have that love for it and it hadn't brought you like a lot of good in your life. But it's this shit has been it's been a reality check.
yeah. Certainly has.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I drew a lemonade tree.
Oh, let me
That's
see.
it.
Yeah, for certain. Nah, see, that would be my perfect. It just has the lemonade ready for you. Like that's how I want it.
You just gotta pick it.
Already in the bottle and everything.
Like it was when I was Cameron
Perfect.
from Dipset. He had this line where he said no water. He said he had a water fountain in his house, and he's like, no water, only pumping Mountain Dew. And just like the idea of just having unlimited access to your drink of choice, I felt like that's like the goal. That's what I'm trying to accomplish in my life.
That's when you know you've made it.
If I'm surrounded by
right?
lemonade,
It's like that scene in it's like that scene in Mr. Deeds, I think, where like he just has like the Hawaiian punch. water fountain.
yeah, that's another one.
Hawaiian
That's
punch
another
fountain.
one. Yeah, big fan of the liquids.
We're big liquid guy. We're gonna get to our next segment real quick, which is a segment, of course, called. And of course, the way this one works is every week Drew draws a new character, and then we show it to somebody, and then we ask questions about that character until we kind of get to build them, right? So, you ready?
Yes, I am. Bring it on.
All right.
All right. So I would say, okay, what you got for me?
Well, first off, what is this character's name?
Okay.
You make it any bigger?
Let's see. See, I want to go with like a very typical name because she has like I'm already getting ahead of myself, assuming gender and whatnot. But they have a very distinct look. So it's like, should the name match the look or should it?
Mhm.
But for whatever reason, I want to say Lisa.
Lisa, I like it.
I
Lisa's
get Lisa
good.
What about her
vibes.
I
I
like
like
Lisa.
the name Lisa too,
Yeah.
And let's say it's spelled Liza.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right. What's Lisa's job?
Yoga instructor.
Yeah, that checks
I
out.
mean, already in
For
the
sure.
yogi pose, I feel like that's like a
Yeah.
leggings type, a Lululemon. You know what I mean? Like, I can imagine
Yeah.
them with
I feel like you're. Yeah. Where does Lisa live?
So, I'm saying for certain, Berlin.
Berlin.
Germany. Yes. I feel like Berlin would be the vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's a, you got free healthcare. It's easy to get around the city. They got like really cool drugs there. You know what I mean? I feel like you can make a living off of being a yoga instructor, like solely. So
Oh,
Berlin,
that's nice.
yeah.
Is she from Berlin or did she?
I would say transplant moved there. Didn't was a quirky from a small hometown. Didn't feel accepted, felt ostracized, and then thankfully during like a college exchange program, visited Berlin, had an amazing summer in like 2015, and decided to move there after college.
Lisa's had a
Love-
storied life. Let me ask you this.
I get a lot from Lisa.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Yeah.
What does she sound like, though?
Ooh, that is good. I would say Lisa sounds like I'd say like a high pitched voice. I would say reminiscent of Snaps, Michelle Wolf. Yeah, one of those.
Okay.
Now, granted,
Yeah.
I say that as a person, I like those kind of voices for some reason.
Yeah,
I know other people might find that kind of voice slightly off-putting, but I'm very appreciative of a voice like that.
No, honestly, Lisa's kind of hot the more we describe her.
I mean, cuts through. Oh yeah, for certain. I mean, that's for certain. Like, if you
Mhm.
want to have a good time, I say holler at Lisa.
Yeah. I feel like that was frowned upon in the movie Cool World, but like that's a whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, well, hentai is like almost mainstream, so I think we've progressed as a society.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop drawing now.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend. I mean, unless you want to for your own personal keepings, you know what I mean? Like, I don't hentai shame.
Right? I don't want to be a part of the machine.
Wait a minute, said it again.
Like
The hentai machine.
Jerking off to anything, but
Yeah, yeah. No. That's a deep hole to get yourself
Yeah.
in.
somebody's gonna watch this even in
Yeah,
spite of
you
her
don't
cough.
want this recorded and like it's like a super cut on YouTube of you like years later, especially if you do perchance happen to get the Nickelodeon gig. I don't know if you've seen those Dan Schneider videos.
No. No, I heard about that. Like, what was that guy? He was like the.
So he was like, and I know way too much about this, but he was in the Good Burger. He wrote.
Yeah.
He ended up producing a lot of.
Yeah, he was like that fat white dude in Good Burger, right?
Yeah. So he ended up he developed. He was the manager at the Good Burger,
Mhm.
but he wrote like on all that, and I think produced the Amanda Bynes show, like Carly, and all these things. And then it's like this big theory that he got Britney Spears' sister pregnant, and that's his baby. Like while she was working on Zoe 101, and it's like a Tumblr or Reddit. you can check it out
Yeah.
yourself. I don't know if that is necessarily the case.
Yeah.
It is. If you watch some stuff, it's a lot of like weird references and stuff in a lot of the shows, and when you put it all together, it's like this is not necessarily the most kosher thing.
Right. It's like when you look at that barbecue sauce scene from the Cosby Show, where it's like, oh,
yeah. And see, the thing about that is that's only one. It's not like a bunch of like Bill Cosby dropping shit in people. That's like the one episode.
Yeah, exactly.
If you look at the Nickelodeon Dan Schneider supercut, it's a lot of like foot stuff, and it's like him It's like him and Biden are like like neck and neck. You know what I mean? So
Oh my god.
I guess they kind of got rid of him, so he's not over anything
Yeah.
there. But
But that's terrifying too. Like that guy was like working at Nickelodeon our entire childhood and beyond. It's
and
like holy
influenced
shit.
a lot of people, man. It's probably a
Yeah.
reason why a lot of young foot fetish people out here because of him.
Wow, an
nah.
innovator, I guess.
But
For some people.
well, because I mean, you got it where like Amanda Bynes, like she really went off the deep end. You know what I mean? And I think she's like recovered well, and some of that might have been just the general like vibe of being a child star. But
yeah, I feel like that'll fuck you up regardless.
when you have these kind of like at the bare minimum salacious rumors surrounded around this guy, and you like to be like, what provoked this trauma though? And it's like, maybe. Not that is not funny. I'm not laughing at the actual things. I'm laughing at.
I feel like also what's weird about it too is like Nickelodeon was just kind of known as like the slightly off kilter Disney.
For
at the
certain.
time.
For certain.
It's like, oh, they're doing stuff that's like a little weird.
Yeah.
Like you watch like Ren and Stimpy and stuff.
Ren and Stimpy, yeah, that dude, that the John Krasinski or maybe
Chris Falusi, yeah.
Chris Falusi. And I loved like Ren and Stimpy fucked my shit up when I was a kid. Like,
but that
really
guy's a
was
real creep
shit.
too, isn't he?
Yeah, he's an odd one. For certain. So
I tell you, you can't trust cartoonists.
yeah. I mean, I don't think you can trust any artist in general, honestly.
Fucking
We're all not worthy of trust. You should scrutinize us at your every point.
100%. That's
Exactly.
become like more and more apparent over the years. It's just like all these like comedians and stuff I know. It's just like, oh no, like these are all bad people. I think.
Yeah.
Mostly.
I guess the only solace that I have is that it's so present in so many different facets of life that it's just like, oh, it is a human problem that we need to address sooner than later.
Yeah. Shut down Nickelodeon.
Oh man.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break.
I love Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I love that show.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah.
Amazing.
Uh,
If you, the viewers, have not seen it, you're missing out.
yeah. I have never watched it like all the way through either. I've seen like scattered episodes and maybe the whole first season.
Yeah,
But-
man. I did the binge watch when it came on Netflix, and
And
I was very like happy. It was good for me when it came back. I was like, I needed this mentally. I would say season two is my favorite out of the first pack. So I would, if you can knock out season 2, that's like legit.
I will, yeah.
Season 3 isn't bad, but 2, I'm like, 2 is like, kind of unimpeachable.
That's good.
I only seen the first season of Legend of Korra, but it's dope so far.
I enjoy Legend of Korra. I never finished, like, I think I got probably to like a little bit in season 3. It just wasn't like easily accessible. At this point, I'm like a fully grown ass man.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't have cable. It's not on Hulu right now. I gotta, can't be downloading torrents of Legend of Korra. Picked up. So
yeah, then people are gonna get Dan Schneider vibes from you. It's a whole
I
thing.
had to fall back. But my little sister was into it, and I mean, I just like that. That world, bro. The world was legitimate. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, at least
Yeah.
it's on Netflix now.
yeah. I definitely want to see. I want to finish it off. I think season 3, what I've kind of seen is like the really good. Like where it hits its peak, and so, and I just like the premise of where you kind of built up the Avatar, and then in the second series you like really deconstruct what it means to be the Avatar. I mean, I just feel like that's like a challenging. It's real easy to have a sequel. It's like, yeah, being Avatar is great. We need more of these, and it's like, well, what about the concept?
Yeah.
And I was talking about Last Jedi earlier. That's why I liked the Last Jedi. Is like, yeah, let's deconstruct these.
Exactly.
What it means to be. I mean, just on a like, that intellectual vibe, but like, all right, we build up these people, we build up these certain titles, but like, let's really kind of examine them and really see. And then it's like, it's not that you have to get rid of them. It's like,
No.
but if you You know what I mean? Like,
But it would be totally
out.
easy to just kind of tread the same water, and they didn't do that. They were like,
And then-
let's dive into this.
you know, you can reconstruct something, you know, destroy it and rebuild it and make it into something new.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Exactly.
talking to you, police. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, man. Like we supposed to have progresses in society and shit, and we keeping the same things around from like what we would say is when people were being barbaric and archaic. So, you know what I mean? It's like, do we just remain archaic, or are we as progressive as we claim to be?
No, we should be growing. We're gonna take a quick break and then just bring everybody back. So
Really
as soon
quick.
as oh yeah. What do you got?
That is a foot smashing the Nickelodeon logo.
Oh wow, yeah, that's really good. Nickelodeon should use that. I feel like that I would fuck with Nickelodeon even hard if they was like, "Hey, we're sorry about that whole Dan Schneider."
Yeah. Like, sorry about the last 20 years.
It got out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, or it got out of foot, however you want to call it.
Hi, everybody.
What up, though?
Hey.
So now's the part of the show where I ask everybody just some dumbass questions or whatever. You ready for this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with this one. Would you rather be kidnapped by the Joker or Mark Zuckerberg?
The Joker.
That's fair.
Yep.
I don't know. The Joker, I feel like, would kill you. I don't feel like Mark Zuckerberg would even acknowledge you, because I get the feeling he doesn't like talk to people in person.
It gives me the creeps, man.
I'd say the Joker. Sorry, Drew.
Go ahead, Luke.
Okay. I was gonna say I would say the Joker, and then I would hope that it would be a situation like with the second Robin, where people would have to vote on whether I lived or died, and then I could see how many people actually liked me or not.
Ooh. See, I would also say the Joker, but then I would try to join the Joker's gang.
Ooh.
Yeah, be one of those, like get the clown makeup or the you know.
But I feel like
Just like immediately, like he kidnaps you, and then
And I'm
you just
like-
like put on the makeup and like, hey, don't worry.
I'm like, already, hey, you know, you need somebody black in here. Come on now, let's.
But I feel like being part of the Joker's gang means you are just as likely to be killed as if you are just his kidnapped victim.
And
That's fair.
I'm not
Yeah.
trying to lose death. Bring it on. I'm just saying it'd be a funner way to go out. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna die anyway. Might as well have a fun couple of days.
You know
I
what I mean?
really
Like,
kind of
throwing a
know
nice-
Joker's game a little bit better than Zuckerberg's. You know, like what's his fucking end goal? You know, who the fuck is this guy? What does he want? Does he want to control the world? I don't know. What's his deal?
Does he want us all to have face pills while we go surfing?
I don't know what he wants.
Y'all remember when they was trying to say that Mark Zuckerberg was going to try to run for president, and then it
Oh,
just got
God.
so bad that he was like, "Nah, I can't even do it." Like it was,
Yeah.
I was like, "This motherfucker really might try to run for president," and then he couldn't drink water on like TV, and they were like, "Nah, I'm sorry, man."
Well, like also,
That's the one qualifier. You have to be able to drink water on camera.
like also, what made him think he had a fucking snowball's chance in hell even before that? Because like literally the shittiest presidents we've had in the last like 10, 20 years have all gotten elected basically because their opponent wasn't charismatic enough. So like what does that robot
Fair
think?
point.
I think Trump winning.
Trump winning, but Trump is charismatic though. Like
Yeah.
kind of back to
Yeah.
like Luke's thing. Like you're right, but I don't feel like when he initially was thinking that he hadn't really kind of been public facing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you couldn't say that he was not but I think once he did that Senate shit, man, it was just like,
Yeah.
bruh, like, are you real? Are you a real? Like,
Yeah.
he should have just sent Jesse Eisenberg and be like, hey, man, be me for real. Like, do it.
There's like no evidence of him holding like a human.
I would vote for Jesse Eisenberg as Mark Zuckerberg.
I would
Yeah.
vote for Jesse Eisenberg, just the man. I would vote for Jesse Eisenberg.
What did you vote for him as Lex Luthor though?
No,
Nah.
and that's just because
No,
I wouldn't
that was
vote
a
for
bummer.
any Zack Snyder character.
I feel like that's fair.
Welcome back, Andrew.
Okay, you only get to eat one breakfast cereal for the rest of your life. Which is it? I say Golden Grams or Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
The taste you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Cinnamon
just-
life.
You went with Life, Bettina?
Yeah, cinnamon life.
Oh,
Cinnamon
cinnamon
Life is
Life.
good.
Cinnamon does like.
Yeah, it's got that fiber, so I feel like adult.
Yeah.
It's got like that sugar to make me feel alive in the morning.
I mean, I'm going to be boring and say Honey Nut Cheerios. That's what I've eaten most of my life. So
I don't think that's boring. That's a fine answer. Those are
If
good.
you would have said regular ass Cheerios, I'd have been like, nah. But
well,
Yeah.
look, that's
Honey
like
I,
that's
that's some Zuckerberg
weird-
business. Right there.
I like plain Cheerios. Please.
I like playing Cheerios and spying on people.
No thanks, just water, no milk for me.
11011
I just like wet, plain Cheerios.
with water.
It's like in Get Out when
Or
she's
you-
dipping the Fruit Loops.
I'd like to stare at- I need absolute silence as I stare at this empty bowl.
The bowl
was-
is me.
I would say Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles, that's a good
yeah,
choice.
Yeah, I fuck with Fruity Pebbles.
We have
It's
Cocoa
soggy real
Pebbles.
quick,
Like,
though. Sorry,
Say that again.
it gets soggy real quick.
Well, see, that's why
How do you deal with that? That's
So-
good.
I obviously I pour the cereal in first. I pour just enough milk in there, and then like I bash. So like when I'm down to the low soggy ones, it's like a handful, and then it's like if I want some more Fruity Pebbles, I just do a double bowl. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah.
you got some that's a little bit soggy to kind of have different textures, but you got
Okay.
that crispy. You know what I mean? Like I mind you, that's why it's important to get Fruity Pebbles and not the generic brand, because the generic brand, while good, it gets soggy much faster.
yeah.
So use that like fruity pebble sogged milk.
Yeah,
You put another layer of
Yeah.
the fresh
and then you can see the Fruity Pebbles has like infused itself within the milk, so then you
Yeah.
get like a double Fruity Pebble situation when you do the second bowl.
I don't know that I've ever, as an adult, not poured more cereal into my milk.
It's a because see you couldn't do that when you was a kid, really.
Yeah. Yeah, because there was like limited milk as far as you knew.
Limited milk, limited cereal.
Cereal, exactly.
You couldn't eat
Like
a whole
now-
box in a day.
I know where the box is. There's nobody to tell me no.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh yes, more Golden Grams, please.
Yeah.
I still have milk.
You just pour it straight into the box.
The milk?
Yeah, you just
right
have a
in there.
soggy bag of
Shake
cereal.
up the bag. Yeah.
Do you remember being like a kid and seeing,
No.
like I would see it in TV where people have like a big ass bowl and then they'll pour the whole box in and pour
Mhm.
milk in there and then have like a big ass like spoon and try to eat it and be like, oh man, that looks so awesome.
Or like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where
Yeah.
he's literally eating it out of
Forgetting
salad bowls.
I feel
Mhm.
like in Friday, that's what Ice Cube does.
That's what I was gonna say, yeah.
But it would be terrible. It would be the worst thing that you could possibly do with cereal.
Yeah, I feel like you would get tired of the cereal and then it
Oh.
would just like ruin cereal for yourself.
Quickly.
Yeah.
You
know
would
what I mean?
absolutely get a terrible stomachache.
Yes. Also that the amount of dairy will be like unhealthy.
Yeah, switch
Yeah.
to almond milk or something. A nut milk.
Get
A
out of here.
plant-based milk. Helps with the lactose. Okay,
If it doesn't come out of a titty, I'm not drinking it.
that's fair.
Oh, I love
Almond titty.
this one.
Milk.
Favorite sketch
What
show?
about a soy titty?
I think you should leave.
I do love that one.
I think you should leave is very good.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like very stereotypical for a black male 31, but the Chappelle Show.
Yeah, that's a
Maybe
very good
for
choice.
I mean, that's just a great.
I mean, there's a
fucking-
reason it's a classic, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. I mean, I'm a sucker for Kids in the Hall as well. Like, it's hard for me to choose on that one, honestly. I'm also a big fan. It's probably not my favorite, but it's an undersung sketch show. But Michael and Michael Have Issues, the Michael and Black Michael Showalter show.
What was that a sketch show? It was really hard for me to understand what it was.
It was them like making a sketch show and being like passive aggressive and shitty to each other, but then they also actually showed the sketches. But the sketches were actually still funny. It wasn't like a Studio 60 thing where it was like all this amazing snappy dialogue and then the sketches are dog shit. And you're like, this is supposed to be like the #1 show on TV?
Yeah, that was kind of a bummer. I go back, like, I feel like I've said a different one every week. I'm gonna go Mr. Show right now, though, just because it's been a little while. Feeling nostalgic.
Just for the monk versus fat rich kids camp sketch.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I think Ackerman wrote that.
Oh, here's a fun one we've been doing. As
Ooh.
soon as I can find these. All right. So Anna made these. Anna made these flashcards for me to learn the Russian letters because we were gonna go to Belarus before everything happened. But what sound does this Russian letter make?
The-
Z. Z.
That's the sound it makes.
Yeah, S is or Z.
Okay.
I'm gonna say TH sound, like a Mike.
Like like a Mike Tyson S.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say wow.
That sound, and my dog did not like.
Oh, didn't he? That's a T apparently. Like that's just
Oh,
T.
10.
Yeah, see that was a trick one. It feels like that's
Okay.
not fair.
Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
I hate that you did that.
I've really.
Oh. I think that's gonna be my answer. I think that makes a ooh sound.
Ooh.
I feel like that's.
I'm gonna say that is like in dubstep, the like start of like the wub wub wub. It's like the
Mm.
That's good.
Like part, not the W, like wub wub wub.
Nice.
And I'm just gonna say Hanukkah because it looks like the symbol for a menorah.
That does a little bit.
Amazing.
Shh.
Like
Okay.
camera sound?
Yeah, it's like a shh.
Camera color?
I mean, that kind of
Borscht.
sounds like a Yiddish sound, so I was kind of right.
Okay, Luke.
Sounds
What?
I don't think I disagree with you politely.
Oh, some of these are easier than I thought.
I
they were.
disagree with you politely. What do you think of that?
All right.
I agree.
All right, this last one. What is this one?
Whoa!
Yeah, I've seen that one before. I didn't realize that was Russia.
Ah!
It looks like a Teletubby's head or something.
Oh shit! Yeah. Which one would that have been? Would that
I have
been-
no idea. I don't know the Teletubbies.
Hmm.
Clark, maybe? I don't know.
It was Tinky Winky, Lala, Poe, and Clark.
That one is.
I
stand by.
feel like it's like OHIO or some shit.
Oh, God.
The Russian letter Ohio.
Yeah, that's me being hack. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. All right. It's just a U, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Uh,
Strange.
that's
Yeah,
a
that's-
cool looking you.
That is a cool looking U. That looks way
Yeah.
cooler than our U, I think.
I might just defect to Russia right now.
in Russia,
Your U's look way cooler. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
What's your favorite non-alcoholic beverage? Kamari, I'm gonna guess lemonade, but I don't know.
That is the truth, actually.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Lemonade all day.
I've gotten into LaCroix recently.
Ooh.
Ah, the pamplemousse.
Yes. So I'm like staying hydrated,
Mm-hmm.
and feels like also the lime one. It's like drinking healthy Sprite. It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm good. I mean, I sound like a weirdo whenever I say this, but milk. I love milk. I'm a grown man who loves drinking milk.
You do look like you love milk.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, see, that's never a compliment.
Like, even though it is true that I love milk, the fact that you say I look like I do, like,
You milk drinking
Yeah.
son of a bitch, you.
that's like when you're a virgin, and it like no one wants to look like a virgin. Like, even if you don't care if you are one or not, but it's like I don't want to look like one. What, are
I
you
think
crazy?
I'd rather look more like a virgin than a milk drinker.
Okay, I didn't realize this segment was just gonna be pile on Luke time.
Well, you shouldn't have said milk.
Well, that's what, that's fair. You go ahead, pile on.
Did you listen to Joaquin Phoenix at the Oscars last year, Luke?
Oh, fuck that guy. That was insane.
Put down your milk jug.
I
Pick
just
up the cow.
it just drove me crazy how he goes off on like he just mentions like animal rights, women's rights, rights of people of color, and then proceeds to only talk about cows giving up their milk. And it's like, I'm pretty sure the
Yeah,
other
that was
ones you
strange.
said are more important
Yeah.
than the milk thing.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I think it's weird to take titty milk against someone's will. Like if they did that to women, adult human women, that would be a big fucking problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Well, I'm not for that.
because they can't complain. You know what I'm saying?
Cows are stupid.
You assume. We
I will
assume. Are
Punch a
cows
cow
stupid?
in the face.
I think they're kind of smart. They just can't. They don't have the vocal cords to say, "Hey, don't."
Yeah.
I mean, what if they didn't like it? Wouldn't they be like, "Meh," like?
They probably.
I actually do think they do. They do. That might be what they're saying.
Yeah.
Complain, probably.
I feel like that happens. Right?
Look, the fucking world's
Tortured
ending, you guys. Can you just
cows.
let me have my goddamn milk?
Oh, you can have.
You can have your milk.
I
Yeah,
will
for
sell
sure.
you milk if you want to.
I think you just should find a willing woman.
I drink the milk in spite of the cow.
Yeah. How do you know that cows are so innocent, huh? If they're smart enough to not like being milked, then maybe they're smart enough to be bad.
Maybe they shouldn't have dressed up like that.
God
They
damn.
didn't want their milk taken.
That's twisted. They didn't have to get all herded up,
Yeah.
have
True.
machines put on their nipples.
You know the first time I ever really cared about cows was watching the King of the Hill episode where they had like the cow guy or whatever. It's
Yeah.
like Luann is dating them, and then like all the cows they're getting like zapped and then executed, and that's when
Yeah.
I realized like, oh, that's how we're getting hamburgers and stuff. That seems pretty scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Didn't make me stop eating hamburgers though.
No, I was just thinking about that
No.
recently. Like, I watched Charlotte's Web, like the original cartoon, like a lot as a kid. And if even to this day, if pork is an option, I will pick pork. Like, I'm a terrible person.
Babe,
You're
Babe
not
in the
terrible.
city.
I'm like a.
I like that there was like a whole bunch of like pig, like sentient pig
It's like
movies.
We
There's
like
like
pigs.
Gordy.
in our stomach, and we like them on our TV screens.
Yeah. They're great characters. They're just like they're a versatile animal.
And pigs are supposed to be really smart too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the other fucked up.
Yeah, that's
I saw a gif of one using a subway card and riding a ball earlier.
Oh wow, that would terrify me.
It was nuts.
I saw that.
That sounds like a villain in like a PS2 platformer.
Sounds like a top line message for a movie pitch.
This is one that Anna always likes to ask. Why do you think this is your fault?
Ooh.
Basically, when coronavirus happened, it's like everyone had this thing in the back of their mind that's just like, it's because I left the stove on or whatever the fuck. Like, Anna and I were supposed to go to Belarus, and I was a little nervous about it, and then, like, we couldn't go because COVID happened. So, that's why I thought it was my fault.
I think because I was one of those people that was like 2020, the year of the vision, clarity, clear. I think it's 'cause
Yep.
of that was, and it's like, yeah, I'm seeing that it's all bullshit. It's just a lot of bullshit.
Yeah.
I get. I mean, I just feel like everything
no,
I've ever done in my life has led up to this somehow. Like if if we did an it's a Wonderful Life thing, it would be like, oh, the world doesn't have corona because you were never born, Luke. And then I think Clarence would just throw me off the bridge. But no, honestly, I did recently have a thing where I remembered that in January I felt really good about myself because I had booked enough like paid stand-up gigs that I got to like make one of those like photos where you take like you know like a bunch
And
of
just have all
comics
your dates and everything.
have all my dates for the month, and I was like, yeah, and I already felt embarrassed about how good I felt about that, but then I feel like that also was like it's like don't get too hot on yourself. You might never do stand-up ever again now.
How many likes did the pic get?
You know what? I'll look that up. Right, Bettina, you give your answer, and then I'll give you how many likes it got.
Okay. My brain went to literally, how's this your fault? No, it's just like I knew about this shit back in fucking January. Okay, I knew that there was something fucking going on in China, but I kept my mouth shut, right? Because it's not cute to bring up a pandemic. Because we did that in the past. We did that with the pig virus. We did that with the other virus, but like no, this shit was different. And then now I'm getting all loosey goosey with the rules and stuff. Like I'm not wearing my mask all the time, like the way I should. And like that's also my fault. So like I'm nervous. So like directly implicating myself. That's where my brain goes. I don't go to like, oh, karmic reasons why I should feel bad.
No, it sounds like it's definitely your fault, Bettina.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Also, the pic got 25 likes.
Okay, all right.
Oh, good.
All right.
Nice.
Definitely worth a global pandemic.
Yeah. 25 people saying, "Hey, good for you, you weirdo."
We'll come to maybe one of those.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure. That was the other thing. I'm pretty sure most of those shows were very sparsely attended anyway, so it's like really like a double slap in the face.
But you got at least you got a chance to do them. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm glad.
You got to put the pic together. You got to take the time, and be like, hey, I accumulated this much in a select amount of time that I feel worthy of making this for myself. That's a whole different thing, right? That's like you earned it for yourself.
Like just imagine that person that was like about to go on the independently booked tour like March 16th. And they're like, oh no.
Oh my god. So my birthday is March 10th. So like we were supposed to do a show on the 13th. And then it's just like everything shut the fuck down, and it was just like, whoa, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I did like like one of those Stone Drunk and Sober shows, and you know, so at the show, this is like 13th. I think I might have found out that night that like Tom Hanks and his wife got it.
Yeah,
and
I remember that.
That's when it felt real.
And I'm sharing like a blunt with somebody else, and like, oh no.
We should not be doing it.
Had a nice cough. Had a nice cough, and was like, I hope it's not.
And then from then on, every time you cough, it's like, I know what this is.
And everybody's looking at you. You know what I mean? But like, I promise, it's just like a weed cough. It's not.
Yeah, like every day now, like if I have just like the slightest cough, Anna and I, like our office, we kind of battleship it computer to computer, and if I start coughing, she throws me the thermometer.
Oh yeah,
like yeah, no, you should check that out real quick.
Yeah, thermometers are back in style.
Yep.
Yeah, literally, when I had to go renew my driver's license like a couple months ago, for 2 full weeks after it, every day I would check my temperature.
Yeah.
Man, me and my roommates kept a whole temperature log and like wiping off doorknobs. Like it was
It's
heavy.
hard to maintain.
It is hard to maintain. I mean, I think we were also like one of the early hot spots down here, so it was just like it was heavy. You know what I mean? You seeing the numbers and everything like that. And I mean, just generally, like I would say it was on my radar, like you know, January and February, but just kind of.
Where are you located?
I'm in New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh shit! Yeah.
And but like I
this
just
guy's
didn't take it. I'm like, all right, well, this ain't gonna phase us or nothing like that. And then I went over to Berlin. I went to Germany for like a week, and like end of February, early March, and then actually like in New York and seeing like Chinatown empty and shit, and then traveling, seeing people wear masks, and I'm like, all right, this is probably a little bit more serious than I thought. And then heard about Italy, and then I'm like, oh, okay, like it's something is changing. And then like got back, and I think by the end of that week, we had shut down, and everything else kind of fell in place from there. But I mean, it also seemed like very hard to not get it neither, because just the amount of information that was out at that time. It's like, well, you got to wash your hands and try not to touch your face. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I wash my hands. I have a hard time not touching my face. So
Same.
I'm hoping it's like doing a lot of this here is,
Exactly.
So
I watched Eugene Levy's Emmys acceptance speech the other night, because when I found out he won, I was like, it's great, I want to see his speech. And he spent so much time like touching the corners of his mouth and like being like, and I was like, Eugene, no.
It's like, you're old, man. You might get up out of here.
And you're a treasure. We can't lose you.
Yeah.
Can't lose Eugene Levy.
It's like, shit, man. Not after Chadwick Boseman.
Right? Jesus Christ. That really threw me for a loop.
Yeah, man.
Bummer.
All right. What was your first celebrity crush, guys?
Mila Kunis.
Who said Mila?
It was either Nala or Kevin from the Backstreet Boys, because he didn't get enough attention.
Yeah, because
He was
old.
the tall one, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would say he's probably, like, as far as like the most handsome, he's probably aged the best.
Yeah.
Is that true?
I think so. I mean, like, I haven't seen a lot of them cats, but I'm pretty sure he looked better than what is it, AJ or
I was about to say.
Oh, I bet AJ did not age well.
What's Nick Carter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 8-year-old me knew what the fuck was up. Like 30-year-old kids and try to get that dick.
Mine was either Princess Leia or the Pink Ranger.
Yeah.
Safe answers, I know, but it was true.
I guess my first crushes were probably technically animated. So my first animated crushes were probably like Babs Bunny from Tiny Toons, or I had a big crush on Reggie Rocket from Rocket Power.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah,
she was like older but still cool, and like she was nice to the nerd. Yes.
Yeah.
Purple hair.
Always has rollerblades on.
A writer. Started her own zine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Fuck with Reggie Rocket. I don't know. This is very simple. Like Halle Berry, maybe. I don't know. I think Halle Berry was like the initial. Good old Maria or Marie from Ohio.
Yeah.
That's a real name. But I saw like Boomerang when I was like.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all of these dumb questions I want to ask. So we'll go around. Does anybody have anything to plug?
Plugging my Venmo, man. Give me money. Times are tough.
Yeah, give me money.
Yeah. Throw some money at Bettina Hedwig.
Much like
follow her on
Drew.
Instagram.
Much like Drew today. I'm sorry, Bettina.
I haven't posted fucking shit since like March. But just to stay in the loop, like a year from now, follow me on Instagram.
And then, much like Drew, I found out today that I did not get the job that I applied for. So give me that money.
Give them that money.
Yeah.
If you got kids, I'm reading children's books on YouTube.
Yes.
That's wholesome.
Go subscribe to You Better Read.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? The book next up that I'm reading is Where the Wild Things Are. If
Awesome.
you want a little teaser,
Oh, nice.
you know what I mean. But that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
nice.
I feel
All
stupid.
right.
Awesome.
Damn.
I don't have anything
Nice.
else, but you guys finish this evening. The
Oh.
drawing, if y'all want.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Drew. Ah.
Okay. Yeah. That's nice.
Funk ball?
Yep.
That's
funk
a funk ball.
in the corner. Down here is a pig,
Mm-hmm.
and here is Zuckerberg attempting to drink water in public. And let's see what else. I think that's all.
I
Yep.
think so.
Ooh.
All right.
Tom Moore did also mention April O'Neil from the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I would say April. I'll revise that. April O'Neil. The
April
OG,
O'Neil is a good
OG
choice.
April O'Neil.
Yeah, because they recast her for the third or the second one.
And third one. Yeah.
Yeah, second and third. Was it a different person every time, or was
Nah,
it just
I think the second one she did the last one too.
she showed up in 3 too?
Yeah.
All right.
But that OG one.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm with you there.
She was also in Halloween Town, I believe.
Is that true?
She's like the mom in Halloween Town. I have so much useless knowledge. I need to
That's why I miss you,
Francis
Kamari,
and
because I also have useless knowledge.
I was also really hoping that he would just that it was Debbie Reynolds. Like we didn't realize that Debbie Reynolds was April O'Neil. This is like a middle-aged woman.
Oh my god, how did I not notice she was in her 60s
Like,
here?
remember hot ass Debbie Reynolds from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Thank you guys all for tuning
Fucking
into
man.
Plus Time. This was really fun. We're probably
Yeah.
going to do some kind of like after party on here. If you want to stick around for that, let me know. In the meantime, have a time.
Hands and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, put your hands for everybody.
Did I not get muted? I
This is
thought I
Slot Production.
muted.
I think you unmuted yourself. I unmuted myself.
I didn't touch it.
Now I'm muted.
This is Slot Production.